everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. This is episode 13 of our Stitch Gallery and Glossary. Today we are learning the shell stitch. You'll need some basic supplies, just like these crochet hook and some yarn. This crochet hook is from the Etsy shop Would Be Fancy. I'm just using an F size hook in this tutorial today, but you can use any size hook and you can get all of these hooks on the Etsy shop Would Be Fancy. I will put a link in the description of this video so you can get your very own hand-carved wooden hook. These are great ergonomic hooks for any crochet artist. You're also going to need some yarn. You can use any yarn for this project. I'm just going to show a swatch, but this is yarn that I'm going to use in this tutorial, Creme de la Creme 100% cotton. Thanks to Red Heart Yarns for providing this yarn for this tutorial today. Now let's just get right into our project here. I'm just going to do a small swatch of this. A shell stitch goes by a multiple of 6 plus 2. So I've already done a chain of a 6 plus 2 I guess multiplication here. So if you need to learn how to do a slip knot and a chain, you can watch episodes 1 through 5 of our series here, but I just already have a chain already made, and I did a chain of 6 plus 2. So these are multiples of 6, and then at the very end here I added 2 more chains. Okay, so I ended up with 26 chains here. Okay, 24 is a multiple of 6, and then plus 2 is 26. So I started with a chain of 26 here. I'm going to insert my hook into this loop here, and we're going to go right into row 1. And what we're going to do is single crochet into the second chain from the hook right here. So what I usually do is turn my chain toward me like so, and I'm going to work in these back ridges of this chain here. So I'm going to go in the second chain, so 1 and 2, the second chain here, turn this toward me, insert the hook into that chain, then yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through both loops on the hook. Okay, there's our single crochet. Now we're going to skip the next 2 chains, 1 and 2, and put 5 double crochets in this next chain. So yarn over, skip this chain, and go into this next chain here. Then yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2 more loops on the hook. Okay, that's a double crochet. So it was episode 3 back then. So if you wanted to review how to do a double crochet, you can see episode 3. So we're going to yarn over, go back into that same chain, then yarn over and pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through those other 2 loops. Okay, again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, there's 4 and 5 is here. So yarn over, go back into that same chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So there should be 5 double crochets into that same chain. Okay, if you stretch it out there, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is considered our shell stitch. Now, it's also known as a fan stitch. It kind of looks like one of those fans as well. So there is the shell. Now, to continue with this, we're going to skip the next 2 chains, 1 and 2, and single crochet into this next one here. So go in, then yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through both of those loops on your hook. Okay, and that's all it is. It's just, that's the shell stitch. So let's just continue here. We're going to continue repeating that. So skip 2 chains, 1 and 2, and then put 5 double crochets into the next chain. Okay, so again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's 1, 2, here's 3, 4, and 5. So 5 double crochets all in that same chain. Sometimes in written patterns they will have a 5-stitch shell. You can also have a 7-stitch shell, so you can add 2 more to make your fan way bigger. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here. Just add 2 more and there'll be 7, and that would be a bigger one. And you can also do shells with treble crochets and double treble crochets, and if you've seen episodes 4 and 5 you'll know how to do those stitches. So just skip 2 chains here and then just single crochet into the next. Okay, but this 5-stitch shell is a very basic shell, and that's actually exactly what we did in the mermaid tail, the adult mermaid tail afghan. We did the 5-stitch shell. So skip 2 chains and then put 5 double crochets in the next, and then skip 2 chains and put a single crochet in the next. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then skip these 2, 1 and 2, single crochet in the next. Then skip 2, 1 and 2, and put 5 double crochets in the next. Then skip 2 chains and single crochet into the last chain, and I'll show you. Just continue watching. We will go on to showing you how to do row 2 because it is actually a little bit different. Just starting and ending is a little different, and that will be your repeat. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. So skip these next 2 chains and single crochet in the very last chain. Go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so there is row 1. I have 4 shells when I chained 26. Okay, just like that. So now going on to row 2, here's a repeat row. We're going to chain up 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to turn our work around like so, and this chain of 3 is going to count as a stitch. And in that first stitch right here, this first single crochet stitch right here, since that chain of 3 is counted as a stitch, we are going to still put stitches in there. We're going to put 2 double crochets in there. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, another double crochet in that same stitch. So now it actually looks like there are 3 double crochets in our very first stitch. 1, 2, and 3. And that's what we want for row 2. So now we're going to go into the middle double crochet of our shell here. Here's 1, 2, 3. The third double crochet here is our middle double crochet of this shell, and we are going to single crochet in there. So go in, then yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, then we're going to go into the single crochet right here and put 5 double crochets into this next single crochet. So skip these 2 stitches and go into this next stitch, which is a single crochet stitch, and we're going to put 5 double crochets into that stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to skip 2 stitches here, 1 and 2, and go into this middle double crochet of this next shell stitch here. We're going to single crochet in there. So just go into that middle double crochet stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, just like that. Looking good so far. So then we're going to hop to the next single crochet and just repeat what we did. So put 5 double crochets into the next single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then skip 2 stitches here, go into the middle double crochet of this next shell and single crochet in there. And repeat, so 5 double crochets into this next single crochet. And we're just doing this all the way across. So depending on how big you made your foundation chain, you might have more stitches or a longer length than I made. I'm just doing this small swatch today. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, so then ending this row, we're going to single crochet into this middle double crochet of this last shell right here. So single crochet in that middle one. And then to end this row, we're going to put 3 double crochets in the very last single crochet. So right in here, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So there's 1, yarn over again, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again, yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and there are 3 double crochets in there. Okay, so that's row 2. You can see here, that's what it should look like, 3 full shells and 2 half shells for the swatch that I'm making. And you can, you know, change color each row if you wanted to, so you can really see each row's shells pop out, and that's totally cool. So now let's go on to row 3. We're going to do rows 2 and 3 are our repeat rows. So let's show you row 3 is just opposite. Now we're going to chain up 1, turn our work around, single crochet into that very first stitch that we just chained up 1 with right here, go in, then yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's our single crochet. Now we're going to put 5 double crochets in this next single crochet right down here, and just continue with our pattern. So 5 double crochets in the single crochets, and then a single crochet in the middle double crochet of the next shell. So right in here. There's 1, 2, and 3. This third one in, going into there, single crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and then just hop to the next single crochet stitch right here and put 5 double crochets in there. Okay, and so put 5 double crochets in the single crochets and a single crochet into the middle double crochet of the next shell, and just do that all the way across. I'm going to do that, and I just have this small swatch here. I'm just going to do that all the way across. I'll meet you up at this end of this row, and then we'll go on to row 4. Alright, toward the end of row 3 here, we are doing our shells and our single crochets, and you want to single crochet in this last chain up 3 here. If you can see that, there's 1, 2, 3 right there. So it looks like a half shell because it's a 3 double crochet stitch. 1, 2, and 3, just like that. So we're going to go into the top of that turning chain right there. Just go in and single crochet in there to finish off row 3. Okay, and that is row 3. So now what you need to do is just rewind this and repeat rows 2 and 3 for as long as you want to make this piece. So just chain up 3. Okay, we're repeating row 2 now. So we're on row 4. We're going to repeat row 2 by chaining up 3, putting 2 double crochets in that same spot right there. 1 and 2. And then just repeat your single crochet and shell stitches. So single crochet in the middle double crochet of this next shell, and then put 5 double crochets in the next single crochet. And if you're enjoying this shell stitch and this shell stitch pattern and everything, you can check out the Adult Mermaid Tail Afghan on my blog, YARNutopia.com. There is that blanket on there. And a lot of people are a tad confused about the foundation row because we actually start with a double crochet row. But if you want to just start with the shells, just like this, how we started the shells on row 1, you can do that as well. So, I mean, if you do get confused by those written instructions of that blanket, you can always just start with shells instead of a double crochet row. And you can change color every row or do 2 colors, and that's a lot of fun too, so you can really see these shells popping out. Because with one solid color, even though it is nice, you can't really, I mean, you can still see how beautiful of a design that is, but with two solid colors or even a variegated color. In the mermaid tail blanket, I use 3 different colors, a variegated color and then 2 different solid colors, and it just looks so pretty. So you can check that out on my blog, YARNutopia.com. But there it is, just a simple shell stitch. How fun and fabulous is that? Thank you so much for watching. Make sure, like I said, check out YARNutopia.com for other free video guides on how to do easy to complex stitches. And while you're there, you can click on the right hand sidebar. There is a donate button. Make sure to support YARNutopia so we can continue to bring you these free guides. And also, while you're here on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to our channel. That is one of the biggest compliments, so thank you to those who have subscribed to our channel. Just hit the red subscribe button. Big thank you to Red Heart Yarns for providing the yarn for this project. Big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make this video with us. And as always, thank you to you for watching. Until next time, happy hooking!